get this all turned off. It don't work again. We just gonna postpone it until Saturday. If this thing tries to go out again, we're just gonna pick up on Saturday. Take an L for the night, or whatever. Austin, definitely one of the more up and coming UFC cards that I'm excited for. We'll be doing a podcast for that. So February 3rd, Fight Companion. February 18th, Fight Companion. I want to get that Fox Emmett. Not Emmett Stevens. I don't know if I will, but Emmett Stevens, Tisha Torres, Jessica Andrade, Ilir Latifi, OSP, Mike Perry, Max Griffin. It's the one in Orlando, yeah. Henry Burrell, Brian Kelleher, Joe Bond, Ben Saunders, Sam Alvey's on that card, Ronnie Yaya's on that card, Sarah McMahon. It's a great card right there too. That's the one following. I don't think we'll be doing a podcast, but best believe I'll be sitting in my seat eager to watch. Eager Beaver. CB Dollar, Hector Lombard. Yeah, that sucks. On the Max Holloway, Frankie Edgar card, that sucks, man. Stefan Struve, Andrei Arlovski, that's pretty cool, though. The O2 in London. What are we going to see in London? To be determined. They don't got the main event set. Jimmy Manuwa, Han Blachowicz, that was on that. Manuwa thinks that's going to be the main event. I don't think so, buddy. It's not an exciting fight in my eyes. You're a good fighter. He's a good fighter. I think you're going to clean this clock. How's that exciting? Oh, when Tony fights Habib, Rose is going to be fighting Joanna for the rematch. Kovacevic is going to be fighting Felice Herrig. Joe Lozon's fighting on that card. And then Alain Quinta and Paul Fellner fighting on that card. So that's probably the most exciting card of the year. And we have to wait till April 7th to see that. Damn, man, you're going to do me like that, huh? You're going to do me like that. Russia is not set. September 15th, July 7th. International Fight Week is going to be cool. Stipe, Daniel Cormier. There's a couple other fights being rumored for that card, but we won't leak nothing they ain't trying to leak, I guess, by not having it on here. But heard they were trying to do Cyborg Amanda Nunes on that card. Word on the block. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Recently had a change in my 9-to-5 job to where instead of driving for a living, I might talk about this on the last podcast. Instead of driving for a living now, I now sit at a desk and call people. It's good, it's bad. It's good because time flies by a little bit faster. It's not as boring. It's never a time when you're about to fall asleep, unlike on the road. But at the same time, already noticed in the first week or two of being in here that you don't get as many hours, so that's no fun. And it's cool just to when you're on the road, you got like a lot more freedom, kind of plan your day how you want, do what you want throughout the day. And you go straight into being in like an office type setting. You got to follow rules and do everything a certain type of way. That don't sound good. I hope they're just playing. It sounds like somebody screaming and shit. That's not good. I hope it's somebody joking around. Can never hope for the worst, guys. Never hope for the worst. Oh yeah, great fights coming up in the UFC shortly. We can't wait to be doing the fight companions. We always have fun. We always got a great group around us, whether it's me and Des or it's me and the guys, whoever's here. We always have a great time with the fight companions. We like to do them. It's not just we want to be on camera or anything like that. We actually like to sit here and talk about the fights, and we find ourselves just talking and bullshitting throughout the fights and in between the fights during the commercial, shit like that. It's the only reason we're setting up the fucking camera or the damn speaker so you guys could hear us or anything like that is because some shit we saying's got to get caught on fucking, somebody's got to hear it, you know? Some shit we just talk about just to talk about, some shit we just talk about to be stupid, silly, whatever, you know? For the most part, somebody got to hear this shit. Trying to get me a fucking job with Dana or some shit. Somebody pay me something good. I know Dana pay me good. So I'm trying to get Dana White employs me. Living the dream. I'm trying to leave trying to set me up a little UFC office on my side. Don't contact me. Set something up. We'll try to take mixed martial arts off on the East Coast on my side. A little bit south of my home state of New York. It's not that popular down here. It's one thing that I get a lot, man, is that people don't really watch it a lot around where I live at. People not really into it like that. You don't got like the hardcore fans around here. And a big part of it is the fact that they don't have a lot of like knowledge about mixed martial arts, shit like that in South Carolina. All people see is they watch and it's funny because they even made a joke about it on the live PD shit or whatever. They made a joke about it, talking about everybody watches the UFC, they know they want to try something, yada yada, with somebody with domestic violence. But the point is, people see UFC, they want to try it, stuff like that. But there's not a lot of places around where I live at that are serious, you know what I'm saying? Serious jiu-jitsu places or karate places or mixed martial arts places or anything like that. There's no real big, serious places from where I live at. You'd have to make a great travel for that. So I believe that's why in the area that I'm in, a lot of people aren't really intrigued with the sport that we talk about. Whatever, man. We're going to talk about what we like. We're going to talk about what we watching on the TV, what we listening to. Talking about what we listen to, I just heard I got 3 rappers that I found. I kind of like the idea of trying to be like a talent scout somehow. Somebody want to try to give me some pointers how I could be a talent scout. What I got to do, who do I apply with, where I go take a class at, what I got to do, But that would be cool, man. I found these 3 kids. One of them lives in Louisiana. Rap name is FG Famous. He's hot, man. He's a young kid. Sounds just like young Lil Boosie. And he got a couple songs that I was like, damn, that's Boosie. It's not Boosie though. It's his kid. So I like him out of Louisiana. What's happening, bro?
You got 90?
Huh?
You got 90?
For what?
I have.
Shit, I'd rather do 85, but yeah, I got it. But I ain't trying to do it.
You do 85?
Who is it? Tell him let me get 13 for 8 then.
Alright, let me get 13 for 80 then. 13 for 80? Yeah.
Waiting on the answers. We're waiting on for real answers.
You just said you would do 14 for 90, so just take off 10 out and do 13.
Just let me know.
He's going to go get it and he said he'll pull up here.
That's a bet. Phone calls, put him to work. And he let the dog out. The dog gonna be barking like hell. But yeah, FG Famous. I fuck with FG Famous at Louisiana. I don't know where. I think Cheryl from Louisiana too. Cheryl Martin. I like Show with Marty. He got his own kind of style. That's kind of the style that I fuck with though. Like it's like he mixed like the new age kind of rap, and then he mixed like just kind of like, I don't want to say like Fetty Wap, cause he don't be like singing nothing like that. But like Fetty Wap, before he started singing, he had like a singing style to his rap. You know what I'm saying? It was still rap, but he kind of like made it flow like it was a song. You know? I always like that about rap songs, so I like that shit with Marty. That You Famous Show with Marty. Who the other? Fuck. I just found the other day too. Oh man, I forget his name already. I want to look him up, but I found a couple people that you know you like to listen to. I found a guy in New York. He kind of sound like he kind of sound like Tyler Creator a little bit. He said in his bio, it say one of my idols is Tyler Creator. He kind of tried to emulate Tyler Creator a little bit, so you know. I like up and coming music. I like up and coming fighters. I always like me and my boy. We always watch UFC for a long time now. He actually likes to do the mixed martial arts. I did a little bit, you know. I fucked with some jiu-jitsu. I still kick bags, you know. I punch the bags. I do kicking on the bags and shit like that. I don't really roll that much, but I still practice my moves a little bit, you know. My girl try to get all feisty with me. You know what I'm saying? She want to roll a little bit, but you know, I don't do no crazy. I don't go nowhere, roll, no shit like that. But he's got the bag. He like trains a little bit. He's like, bro lives in a apartment complex, and all the kids in his apartment complex all show up on his porch, and they be telling him, teach me how to fight, and he be out there teaching them how to punch the bag and shit, because he got the bag on his porch and shit like that. So it's cool, man. He's real into it. He got into a rough and rowdy brawl is what they call it. It's like like when they travel all everywhere. It's like anybody can enter boxing. You don't gotta have any amateur fights, pro fights, nothing like that. You just sign up, you go in, you get weighed in. They put you in a weight class, and it's like a tournament in your weight class. And he did pretty good. He won the first day. He ended up losing the second day, but he lost that dude who won the whole thing. And that dude been doing like shit like that, stupid long. He's a bigger guy. I think my guy was fighting in the under 200 weight class. This guy was like 225, had to cut to get to 200. My boy was like, he walks around at like 200, like 195. So, he's a little undersized compared to that guy, and that guy had a little bit more experience, you know, and he got my boy with the body punches. So, but the first fight that he won in and starched the guy. First round, knockout. Knocked him down, dude got back up, knocked him right back down, fight's over. So he's a good fighter. He's really into the actual art of fighting. Where the fuck was I going with this? But we always just watch fighting, and we used to talk about it like we gonna watch him fighting one time, and I'm gonna be in his corner, man, shit like that. I don't really know that much about it to be in a corner, man. Now that like I'm actually like looking at it, I'm looking at all the different things that you could do with mixed martial arts and shit like that. I couldn't be no corner, man. You know, I couldn't be the guy out there trying to tell you what to defend and what to look for and shit like that. It's hard. You really got to get in and you really got to learn. A lot of the best coaches are people who either are in the gym with these guys every day, or they're, you know, they used to fight or something like that. So maybe not the job for me, but you know, if he ever gets into that, I'll be front row every fight, no matter what, screaming my fucking head off. Because how it goes where I come from, man. Somebody you like, somebody your friend, your family, somebody like that, they competing in anything, especially fighting, and you're going nuts, absolutely insane. When they're doing good, when they're doing bad, you're freaking out, you know. Not necessarily when they're doing bad, when things aren't going their way, I should say that. It's a better way to put it. Yeah, I'm a little nippy outside. I live in a weird place. You wake up in the morning, it's 20 degrees, and then you go home, you know, it's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, turns around to be like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. You would think it's going to get back to 20, now it's like 35. You know, you get there in the daytime, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, it's like 60. What are we doing? Why all the back and forth, man? I gotta take my jacket on, take it off, put it on, take it off. Let's make up our minds here, you know? But we're trying to get more on a schedule here with the podcast. That's why I'm doing this one today. We're trying to get 2 a week, Wednesday and Saturday. Sometimes once a week with the Wednesdays. We might be changing soon. I'm going to be joining 2 basketball leagues, possibly one. We're supposed to start one February 18th, something like that. I'm not too sure if they're going to be starting that one. If not, I definitely have one starting March 10th, March 13th, somewhere around there. So that'd be on Tuesdays. So I don't know. It just depends on what we're gonna do with the Wednesday nights. I'm not really too sure, but we'll figure it out when the time comes. For right now, we're gonna try to get on a strictly Wednesday, Saturday basis, unless we tell you, like for Perth, we're not gonna be here on Saturday or something like that. Excuse me. Just to get you guys, if there are people who come to this, you know, and one of you guys who actually puts this on your fucking computer screen actually likes it, and you guys want to not be guessing when we're going to put videos up. We're going to try, as of right now, every Wednesday and just about every Saturday, unless we say otherwise. For the fight companions, you know, sometimes I'll be out here watching basketball. Sometimes we'll be at Easy's house and be doing whatever. I was going to go over to his house today, and we were going to do a podcast because he pre-ordered UFC 3. So he got it today, and other people can't get it until like Friday. So we was going to do a podcast, show everybody what the gameplay was looking like, shit like that. But, you know, time really isn't, it's against us these days. You got to wake up at 5:30 in the morning or whatever. So it's against you these days, you know. So I figure we'll just shoot this little podcast. I'll be telling you guys when to come back, when to be looking on here, to go to the other website, shit like that. And we'll get all that figured out. And I was just going to write blogs for the rest of the night. You know, hopefully get you guys some product to be looking at on that Mikey Nick page, which is MIKEYKNICK 3324.com. You know what I'm saying? Always got a shout out to the blog. You know, I'm just trying to start some new shit, man, in my life. I came from a time where I used to be somewhat of a hustler, you know. I didn't really do it the right way. I shouldn't have done it the way that I did. And I became real accustomed to having extra income because I was a hustler, doing it the wrong way, quote unquote, you know. So I got real accustomed to having that type of income, that type of security, that type of, and now, you know, I got a girl, she's got a child, you know, we're just trying to live, you know, trying to find some extra stuff, you know, some stuff to fill that void on where the security and the financial stability and all that was, you know. I'm trying to fill that void, so trying to get the YouTube page popping. Hopefully YouTube will have some ducats for us or something like that. We're trying to get the blog popping. Maybe we'll put some fucking email subscriptions or something like that on there. But man, if you guys like it, if you guys go on that blog page and you like it, write me something, man. Let me know that you like it. Let me know that shit's fire. So, you know, everybody gotta eat. I would let you eat. I would help you eat. You shout out to me, ask me for something, I'll shout you out. You know, I'll do whatever I can. I'll help you eat. You help me eat. That's all I'm asking. That's it, you know. What else more can we ask for from people, you know? Just to be nice and help your fellow brother eat. Because if your brother starve, who else gonna starve? Probably not you. You probably ate his portion. And that's the way it is sometimes these days. Hopefully it'll change though. Hopefully we have some non-hating ass people on this page, and we can everybody can be positive. You know, we can all move in a forward direction. All be alright in life, you know. I'm just looking for something else. I'm looking for some other shit to do. You know, trying to fill a spot. Played basketball a lot. You know, I didn't start playing basketball until I was out of high school. So, as far as making money for playing basketball, that's kind of, I'm probably way behind on the fucking margin there. Probably should have started like 10 years earlier. But you know, I got a passion for basketball, so I'm not gonna stop playing. I'll always play for fun. I'll always join the leagues just so that I could play with a new team every once in a while. You know, you can go up to your local gym, pick up basketball every day of your life. You'll never know how good you really are until you got to play with the same team week after week after week, and then you get in the playoffs. You know, and you go to the championship, shit like that. That's when you know you're good and you can play as a team and shit like that. But so I like to challenge myself a little bit like that, and to be on those teams. That's how I keep my passion for basketball going. I don't got no passion for talking or writing or anything like that. Just when I had to think about other stuff that I was gonna do in my life, I thought back to high school. One of my best things that I ever did in high school, I sucked at math. You know, pretty good at math now for some reason. Not like school math, but like money math, numbers math, shit like that. But I sucked at math. Was never good at science. Shit always confused me. History was straight, and I wasn't too bad in it, but I never really found any kind of interest in history either. And then when they asked us to come in there and write, I used to just go in there. When I was in high school, I kind of just was in like a skate by kind of mode. I was on the football team and shit. We were just trying to get good enough grades to play. You know, we were just trying to skate by. We was hoping that football was going to get us to college, you know, all smacking your face there. But, just trying to skate by. So even in English class and in writing, when they were trying to have you write, I would just be in there just trying to get by. And I would just write stuff that would, like, I felt like that's what the teacher, you know, that's what they wanted us to write. And then I would just write about my life shit, you know, and stuff that happened to me and stuff that I would make shit up sometimes, you know, whatever. But I would just write stories. Never really put no, like, effort into it, nothing like that, but I would just do it just because that's, like, in language class, I felt like maybe it was a teacher because every year I had English. I never really had a teacher I didn't like. I could say that. And then one of the teachers that I can remember the most through high school was an English teacher. And the reason I can remember her the most is because she told me, yo, you're good at writing. And I said, I don't like it. You know, like, I don't do nothing special. I don't try to write, you know, nothing like that. I just come in here and write whatever you tell us to write about. She said, no, like, look. She pointed out to me, she's like, you're really good at it. Like, you're good at, like, painting a picture with your words on a piece of paper. So I was like, word. So when I had to go back and think about things I was going to do, the first thing that I thought to do was the podcast. Because at the time I was driving for work. So at the time I was driving for work, so I listened to podcasts a lot. So I was like, all right, the first thing I want to do was get into podcasts. I like that. I like how, you know, when I was working there, I like how when I was doing the podcast then, it was feeding to people like me, like people that were on the road driving every day that couldn't watch videos, so they would just play it just to listen. So I would do it to feed people that were like me, you know what I'm saying, that couldn't watch stuff. So eventually, we had the website the whole time, and with the website we would just put the links to the YouTube just to try to get more traffic on the YouTube. And eventually we shut that down for the website, and we started making the website so that I could write blogs on it. And I just started writing blogs on it. I probably got like 5, 6, 7 blogs on it right now. Probably about 2 or 3 more to come tonight. But you know, it was just a second. Like, I already had the website. We were just using the website to get more traffic onto the thing. YouTube. We started getting more traffic onto the YouTube. I had made another way via Twitter. I couldn't tell you my Twitter handle right now. I wish I could, but the Barbecue Pit Live, maybe. Look it up. something like that. But made that, and that right now is pushing my YouTube channel. So that's making my YouTube channel have views on and shit like that. So I said I could take the website and I could make a completely different effort to try to make money. I could try to write, and I know I'm good at writing, so I could try to write how I think blogs. Mind you, before I did this, I looked up on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I know people saying you're supposed to. I looked up on the internet how to write a blog, what you're supposed to write blogs about. They give you a bunch of bullshit that you're supposed to write about the same shit. You're supposed to write about what your website name was. I already had my website name was Mikey Nick. I'm like, damn, what the fuck I'm gonna write? I can't write about my name. I'm saying my name ain't Nick anyway. Just Nick's like the fucking. That was my email, man. My email. I ain't gonna tell you my email, but that was my email. And then they just took the where the email like at AOL.com or whatever. They took that off and made that my website. So I was like, I can't write about my name, you know. I could write about the Knicks because I like the New York Knicks, but can't write about that all the time. I just kind of thought to myself that, like, I know I gotta portray myself to a certain viewer, to a certain reader. But at the same time, I kind of want to give a little bit for everybody, so that just in case, you know, I can get varieties from different people. I don't gotta stick to one specific viewer. And that's what I've been doing. I would say we wrote a couple about the Knicks, maybe two blogs about the Knicks, but other than that, nothing really. I got my boy that I do the podcast with. He's trying to write blogs too. We're trying to find a way to have him write for the website, maybe by email to me, some shit like that. But he want to write. He like writing blogs too. So we're gonna try to try to put up a little bit more content for you guys in the upcoming weeks. You guys stay tuned to this YouTube channel, the Barbecue Pit Live. That, you know what I'm saying? Mikey Nick 3324.com, MIKEYKNICK 3324.com. But we'll see you here, guys, on Saturday. We hope to see you guys on Saturday. Come watch Machida fight. I always like watching the other Machida fight, but I think he's done. As fucked up as it sounds, I think Machida's not in his right head right now. I think he's not really gonna. I don't want it out. I think Eric Andrews is gonna win the fight, but I can't wait to see what's gonna happen. We hope to see you guys here. Well, you'll be able to tell it's us because you'll be looking at the UFC on Fox thing, and then he'll be turning around to look at us. But see you guys this Saturday.